Hi guys, welcome back to next on SamDjanShow. Today I'm talking about who was the queen of Disney Channel, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of SamDjanShow. We talk about pop culture. And talking about who is the queen of Disney Channel. For idea, don't get to subscribe and click the algorithm. So today I'm talking about who is the queen of Disney Channel. Now, when we watch Disney Channel, there was obviously some actors who were in Disney Channel for a long time and they contributed to Disney Channel. So I'm going to talk who was the queen of Disney Channel. Now, there's so many people who've done this, so I just wanted my opinion. Who was the queen of Disney Channel? Before I do, don't get to subscribe and click the algorithm. So I'm pretty much gonna go. I'm gonna go through the prominent actresses. The one who contributed. And this is going to be including live action and animation, and I will be including movies and TV as well. So this will include the Disney Channel shows and the Disney Channel original movies. So let's start. I think the first one considered is Hilary Duff. Now Hilary Duff did. She didn't really do much at Disney Channel. She did Lizzie McGuire, which was a hit, which was popular. Now there was gonna be spin-offs, which didn't have. There was gonna be a revival, but it got cancelled, which I'm kind of mad at. But I like Lizzie McGuire, even though I had 2 seasons. Then she did the Lizzie McGuire movie, and then she did Cadet Kelly, and that's pretty much what she did. I'm not going to include Cinderella Story because technically that wasn't made by Disney Channel; it was made by Warner Brothers. So, but I like Hilary Duff. I just don't think she really did enough. So let's go on to the second contender, which is Raven Simone. Now Raven Simone did a lot. She did Xenon Go of the 21st Century. I think this was the first thing she did. She was absent in the sequel. Then she was recast. Then she was in Xenon 3. And you probably know her. She plays Raven in That's So Raven, which actually got a spin-off. Core in the House. Now I'm not going to include guest appearances. I think she made a guest appearance in Core in the House, and she did Cheetah Girls and the Cheetah Girls 2. Now she was in Cheetah Girls 3. And then she came back to Disney, and then she did Raven's Home, which ran for 6 seasons. It's probably one of the longest running shows. I think it's second only, I think, behind Bunked. But yeah, now let's go into the next contender, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez actually had a recurring role in Hannah Montana, but her breakthrough role was playing Alex Russo in Wizards of Waverly Place. Now I used to watch Wizards of Waverly Place, that and Hannah Montana, That's So Raven. I used to watch all those on Disney Channel. Then she did Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie. Then she did Princess Protection Program. Then she came back to play Alex Russo in The Wizards Return, Alex versus Alex, and then she returned on Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. So yeah, she did a lot of Disney. Even though she didn't really do much, she did do a lot. So people know her as Alex Russo, and I think that's probably how the role everyone knows her of. And yeah, she's successful. She still does Hotel Transylvania. She's currently Only Murders in the Building with Steve. I think Steve Martin. I think Martin Short. So yeah. Let's go on to the next contender, Ashley Tisdale. Now Ashley Tisdale, you probably know her. She plays Maddie in The Sweet Life Deck and Code, which she then reprised in one episode of Sweet Life on Deck. We probably know her Sharpay Evans in High School Musical, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3 Senior Year, and Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. She did play Candace in Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb the movie Across the Second Dimension, and then Phineas and Ferb Candace Against the Universe. Now she will come back to voice Candace in the Phineas and Ferb revival. Next contender is Brenda Song. Now Brenda Song started in the movie Get a Clue. Then you probably know her. She had a recurring role in Phil of the Future, and then she showed him the Disney Channel movie Stuck in the Suburbs. Then she had a breakthrough role as London Tipton in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She reprised the role in Sweet Life on Deck, and then she reprised in the Sweet Life movie. Then she was in Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, and then after that then she was in Pixie Hollow Games, and yes, which I think she still does use on Disney Channel. So yeah, now next is Miley Cyrus. Now Miley Cyrus, she played Miley Stewart, Hannah Montana in Hannah Montana, which was the most popular. I think probably one of the most popular show on Disney Channel. Then she did Hannah Montana the movie, and then Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds concert. Now she only played one character, Miley Stewart. She didn't really play anyone else on Disney Channel, but that show is iconic. And so yeah, now let's go on to Demi Lovato. Now another Demi Lovato, her role in Disney was kind of short. She did Camp Rock 2, The Final Jam, and then Sonny with a Chance, which she was on the show for 2 seasons. Then she left, and then they retooled the show into So Random, which was basically the same show but without Demi Lovato. And yeah, so next we have Bridget Mendler, and she played Juliet with Always He Plays. Then she was in Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas, and then Lemonade Mouth. And next contender Zendaya. Now Zendaya did Shake It Up, Casey Undercover, Frenemies, and then Zapped. So even though she was relatively short, she's you probably know in Euphoria. She was in the Dune movies. So yeah. Next we have one you probably don't know. It's Christy 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 Carson Romano. You probably know her. I think the first thing she did Disney Channel was Even Stevens, and she was in Even Stevens the movie. She played Kim Possible in Kim Possible TV series, and then she reprised her role in the TV movie A Stitch in Time, and Kim Possible saw the drama, and then she had a cameo in Kim Possible the movie, and then she was in Cadet Kelly, and then next we have Debbie Ryan. Debbie Ryan played Bailey in Sweet Life on Deck. Then she reprised the role in the Sweet Life movie. She was in Prank Stars, which I don't think people heard of the show. Yeah, then 16 Wishes. Then she did Jessie, which was her own show, and which I actually liked Jessie. And then Radio Rebel. And then finally we have Dove Cameron. So Dove Cameron did Liv and Maddie, Descendants 2, and then Descendants 3. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So so out of all of these, I was going to include Olivia Rodrigo, but I just felt like she didn't really do enough. She only did Bizarre Rock and High School Musical, the series. So I think the winner is Raven Simone, because I feel like Raven Simone, and yeah, I think Brenda Song, actually Tisdale, they did a lot, but I feel like Raven Simone, I feel like she did more. Like I think she did Xenon. Even though you don't know the Xenon movies, a lot of people know the Cheetah Girls movies. That's So Raven and Raven's Home. And I just feel like That's So Raven's. I think it's probably the best show on Disney Channel. I think it's probably my favorite one. And so yeah, I think Raven Simone is the queen of Disney Channel. So what do you think? If you have no opinion, put in the comments below. And I guys, I'm gonna try a video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.